I'm gonna have to tell you about it, man. You told me to shut up today.
When?
I
did.
You told me to shut up today because I told this. I was just trolling. I told him we needed a table. He was tired of tables. We wanted to do the whole little
I ain't gonna lie,
thing.
Adam. You was power tripping.
He was doing the thing, and I said, you know what?
There's a difference between offering criticism.
Here you go.
There's a difference between offering criticism and just being a. They see it. This is no surprise to them. They all know it. The chat knows it. You're not going to You're not helpful.
No, Bladgy did that shit. No, Bladgy was doing that shit. No, Bladgy was doing that shit. I said, I'm going to troll. I said, I'm going to be a troll.
He was waiting for it.
I said, I'm going to be a troll. He said, you know what? Next person says this, you're kicked out the fucking chat. I said, this is my 5th time being fired. This is my 5th time being fired. Gina, did we go over there, Gina? Gina, I said, this is what we do. Come be serious. I said, you know what, okay? I said, you know what? I ain't gonna get kicked out. I'm not gonna get kicked out. I'm gonna do this shit live, bitch. You feel me? So, whoever, how many people we got, Josh?
Are you done?
8,000. Fuck this set.
Let me speak to you.
I love the set because I love the orange carpet. I'm just bullshit, but
I knew it was coming.
Can I talk? You done?
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's a thing that happens anytime any podcast gets a new set. When we were downtown, we had one of the most disgusting looking sets you've ever seen, like the worst IKEA desk, dirty ass wall, filmed from a fucking iPhone from like 30 feet away. Terrible set. They still complained when we went to Melrose, and the set looked objectively way fucking better with a nice white wall in the background, everything like that. It always happens. Joe Rogan moves to Austin, gets a new set. Everybody fucking freaks out so badly they end up changing it. I mean, it's 100% a thing that anytime, like if Instagram changes, everybody freaks out. If fucking a podcast set changes, everybody freaks out. Most podcasts, when they go through this, don't have to worry about the set or about the host, the on-camera talent being the main instigator.
Bro, to our defense, we don't give a fuck about the chat. It was our group chat in general and how we felt the creativity should have been, and you know what I'm saying, and taking it. Look, yeah. It was the creativity of the group and what we wanted to do with the shit. We don't give a fuck about the chat, the Reddit. We don't give a fuck. We were just like throwing out ideas of, you know what I'm saying,
you were throwing out
ourselves.
ideas. You were throwing out criticisms.
I wasn't throwing out any criticism.
No, he was throwing out ideas too.
Get the fuck out of here. Tell me, what criticism?
Let me just say something. It does say Polo GG for the record.
It does.
It
say
says
Polo
Polog G actually. So anyway, this is my thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I know that when you change something on the podcast, that it's going to be a learning experience before people get used to it, and also the set's not done. We chose to not do like a super finalized set. I said, Josh, give me 2 fake plants. Put a little tiny bookshelf over there, throw a rug down, and then everybody can kind of work from there to customize their set. My issue is the whole team's been here grinding away. It was not an easy task to put this shit together. I spent $5 million fucking dollars on this building. Obviously, I put a down payment. I didn't spend the whole $5 million just in case everybody wants to point that out in the chat. But we spent, I think, what, Josh, $300,000 renovating this fucking space.
And I fucking get it, but they worked hard. They worked hard.
It was much more.
They worked hard.
No, it was much more than that.
It was way more than that.
That was the initial budget.
He didn't even tell me. The fact that they haven't seen almost any of what the actual set looks like, but there's something very unbecoming, and it's a very T-Rell thing. We've obviously noticed this happen a lot of times.
No, don't blame that shit on me.
A bunch of people will work really hard on something, put something together, put all their time, energy into it, and then T-Rell will just show up and just hate. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's the least constructive thing in the world. And I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, you finished. I'm gonna let Josh.
I told you that I didn't want to hear your fucking opinion about the set. I said give it a couple weeks, and if you want to make the set look good for your show, then feel free.
And that's where I think
exactly.
That's where I think the disconnect is that you told everybody that we got free reign to create our own set,
right?
And I think when T-Rell was giving out ideas about, and he was just giving criticism, like, hey. Him and Trevor, they said
we're coming back to the table. The table was the big thing we were arguing about at first, and
I wasn't even on that.
The whole argument with the table is basically like, oh, the table is such a sentimental thing because we've always
We got a table right here.
Exactly what I'm saying. Reality is
act like
that
you hate
this is
tables.
fine. This is like the thing that we're talking about.
You don't
is
want to be
having-
at a desk.
Is having a desk, having the mics mounted on the desk. My argument is that there's nothing to be gained from having a big giant fucking gray square covering half of our bodies. I thought this is my first podcast here. I already feel more
But that
comfortable.
nigga Adam
that's
was
your
popping.
opinion. Look, I want Josh to speak for me, please, because you're
Headphones on.
saying that I didn't like this and I was so disrespectful and this and that and other. I gave criticism, so I'm probably the most positive motherfucker in here. So, but I want Josh to speak to
Trevor was worse. Trevor was
want Josh
worse.
to speak
I saw
for me, please.
Trevor had one beer
Could
at
you-
the airport and he was
He's
worse.
still talking. Can Josh, can you
Josh,
get the mic?
answer his bitch ass question.
Damn.
You were very supportive when you came in.
Bye. Should I leave? Should I leave?
But I missed.
Should I leave? Should I leave?
But I missed
Should
the
I
entire
leave?
conversation.
Yeah.
Should I leave?
This is all new.
He
to me.
not
said,
in Melvin's
he
room.
said I was negative and I was criticizing.
How does
but
you
I was
being
the one
positive
I was the
after
one that
you were
was helping
negative?
you.
I'm obviously not talking about the fact that you were nice once you came
Who
here.
had the most positive?
You
who
were
had
a
the most
dick in the you were a dick
who had
in the
the
group
most
chat.
Who had the most positive input about this shit in the set? Who was giving you input out of all the people?
You were.
Before
I'm leaving.
Wait.
Should I leave?
Today?
Should I leave?
today,
No, I'm just
Or
period.
prior.
Period.
Hey,
also
look,
everybody stop
Period.
screaming. This is a
I
bad precedent.
Yeah.
I can say this.
Period.
At least for at the end of the day, since day one, T-Rell has been sitting there throwing out ideas on how we should make
Can
this
you,
shit happen.
can you take up for me, Josh, please?
No,
Hey,
he knows you're lying.
Can we
Now-
start? Can we
now-
start from the live
now.
show too? Matter of
You're
fact,
never
let's
gonna
just-
hear him if
let's
you don't have the
backdate this
headphones.
shit. You know what? Let's backdate it to the live show, please, Josh. Please.
Right, okay.
You did say shit about the live show.
Can you? Thank you. Can you get on the mic, please, and take up for me?
He is on the mic. He's sitting in a chair
So
with a
yes,
mic.
out of all of the hosts, you were the most helpful with giving input with the live show, which was very helpful
What
for
the
me.
fuck did he do?
Bro, he always trying to help when it comes down.
This is the first time I heard anything.
Because
about
your ass don't deal
That
with the
being-
shit in the
that
back.
it.
being
To go
said-
sit in the car and listen to Polo
That being
GG.
said, it was like 3 ideas,
There's like 3
but it's still significantly more than all the other hosts.
Yeah, I ain't do shit.
You
Those
might
three
look,
ideas we used though,
you
right?
might look good in
We used one of
comparison
them,
to the
yeah.
extreme laziness of everybody else who has no creative
Ain't
input.
no extreme laziness. Wow.
I'm saying, like,
This is crazy, huh?
Is anyone in the chat
crazy.
surprised that
Oh my
Juno and House
God.
Phone and AD did nothing for the live show leading up to it?
Oh,
Nobody said.
Lord.
What?
We all know that you guys weren't going to fucking be the ones like
What?
changing that shit.
As a successful rapper,
Well, you're
as
throwing
a
your hands up.
successful
Did you?
talent,
Did you have any input into the live show?
We talking
What?
about my team is the one who put the whole shit together.
What?
Yes, nigga.
What are you talking
Y'all
about?
use our booking agent. What are you talking about?
that. So you're taking credit for a booking agent that you introduced us
no.
to?
Pun behind the scenes was making sure this whole shit went through the right way, and the other shows that we got going.
Josh,
through.
fact
And
check.
This
Fact
is
check.
the truth. With
Debunk
Josh.
him. Debunk him.
You can't debunk me. This is the truth.
Pun introduced me to the one dude, but that was as far as I understood Pun's
But
only
every-
involvement
so you are lying.
with
No,
any of the
no.
live
So
shows.
behind the scenes, at the end of the day, shit, all the shit that we've been doing, who been doing the shit? Me, Pun, and T-Rell.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the live show.
That's the live show.
No, the live show that we already did.
That's what I'm talking about.
the structure of it.
He said that Pun introduced you to a booking agent and that was it. Which
Nigga,
was, that was what I thought.
that's the booking agent, bro, who set up all the shows that we have coming. That came
So
For very big artists.
that came through Pun.
You and you both want to take credit
That came
for
through
something.
Pun.
This is the most insane thing to take credit for ever.
What
the,
is it?
The
Yeah.
booking agent got paid
yeah.
a percentage because he booked it. Pun maybe
No,
could get some
no,
shout.
no,
Listen,
no,
Pun could get some shout because he
Fuck all that
introduced
shout
it.
shit because I'm gonna keep it G right
and
now.
then you want to take credit for that?
No,
that is insane.
The
That
shows,
is the human
the shows
centipede
would
of
not.
credit.
The shows would not be going on correctly if Pun didn't stay on the shit because the booking agent will tell you he was trying to set shit up and niggas was not answering his emails and doing shit.
Who?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just telling you that Pun behind the scenes was making sure all this shit went smoothly.
And you want to take credit for that?
I'm not saying that.
But that is exactly what we were just talking
You
about.
just called us lazy. We got people working behind the
So
scenes.
your
doing stuff.
defense of being lazy is to say that a guy that you work with introduced Josh
I
to
do more-
another guy that has nothing.
I do more shows here than you, and you call me lazy.
This is probably
Whoa.
the most extreme exaggeration that I've ever seen in my life. from you.
exaggeration. I probably film more than you do.
That is absolutely not true.
How?
I
Other
mean,
than interviews, shows,
yes, interviews, like the vast majority of the content that comes out on this platform.
cap.
You do 2 pieces of content per
Nigga,
week.
you don't even do the news no more, bro.
Yeah, because I don't want to do it. And I did it the other day and it got way more views, so I'm thinking maybe I got to keep doing it.
Yeah, me and you fucking do it.
No, me and Flacco.
Fuck you then, Flacco.
Okay, so we've established that you're capping about taking credit for the live show.
I didn't take credit for a live show. I said us behind the scenes have been doing stuff. Me, T-Rell, Pun, we talk about all this shit in a whole, bro. Like all the time. We're working on shit. Even right now, we're sitting there how can we make at the end of the day set this way? How can we do this way, this way, this way?
And that's
we
good.
talk to Josh.
But
you don't have nothing to do with that shit.
The thing that we were talking about.
You too
which
busy trying to kick niggas out the group chat.
You have decided to completely ignore what we were actually talking about, which was the idea that nobody really did any kind of creative counseling or anything.
He
for
just
the
said
live show.
T-Rell did.
First of all,
Yes, he sent 3 texts.
You know what?
Not you.
Let's just acknowledge the fact that you're not fully into what we're doing here as talent, you know what I'm saying, and communicating with Josh and everybody in here. You're not.
What are you saying that I'm not doing?
You didn't even know what we did as far as the live show and here, like input
Why
here.
do I need to? I don't need to know every single thing.
You
that
don't need
happens
to
in the
know,
business.
but if you speak on it, you should know.
Facts.
I didn't know that AD was going to falsely take credit for something.
I didn't
that had
falsely take
to do
nothing.
with
I say, bro, that's
Well,
like
that did have something to do with it. We wouldn't have had no show if we had no booking agent.
That's like
You can't defend that one.
it's the same.
You can't.
In fairness, we had a lot of booking agents.
wasn't
But
giving
y'all
you
use y'all use the same booking
It
agent.
was the second person I reached out to, but I mean, it's been a good relationship.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, and
Pun has not been a
deserves
part
lot
of it.
credit. And
Pun has
even-
not been a part of any conversation I've had
Pun
with
deserves
RJ.
credit for introducing
Pun-
me.
Yeah.
But bro, all right.
I mean, hell no, you wouldn't
And
have
I'm not
no,
even, hey, I'm not saying there aren't conversations. What I'm saying are,
Yeah,
it's not anything that I'm aware of, and all of the conversations
And
that
again,
we're having are pretty
I think
direct.
this is something we need to work on. Is when we're talking about something, we should talk about that thing. We were talking about who helped with the live show, which I don't even know why the fuck we're talking about that, because who the fuck
You
cares? It's
brought it
already
up.
over. But I'm just saying,
I did.
when it came to the live show, T-Rell kind of similar to this set where he had a little bit of input. Nobody else had any input. And that's okay, because now that we're actually here, somebody like Blasey is saying, oh, okay, well, now I want to do this. I want to do this. Do we have a
But we
budget?
did
Let's do
have
shit.
input.
Can we bring Jason
First of
in
all,
here?
you were the first person.
This is
You were the
finna get
first
crazy.
person. T-Rell the
Jason?
first person that said we should have a whole screen and everything like that.
Right, and I shot it down. What is Jason
Exactly.
I told him where to get the banner from
What banner?
Facts.
for the live show. I told him where to rent the couches
Facts.
for the live show. I told him like we should set this up. I know you guys are busy.
I like how he's getting real quiet. Like
We
he's
did
making
use
a really
it-
good point.
No. T-Rell's making some good points. He did help us with the sign. The rent,
did.
Like,
the furniture
but
rental
it's
is not.
such a good point.
It wasn't
that
the
he needs
place
to
I
get,
gave you?
Really quiet.
Oh, let me ask
Really
you.
serious.
You
What
gonna
is-
take up for me?
What
or
did
We had our
you
designer.
Are you
do
gonna
for the
take
live
up for me?
show?
Are you gonna lie?
No, I'm not
You should
lying.
lie.
Well,
I'm not
You should lie.
lying.
Hold on,
Take
hold
up
on.
for
I
me.
think the
What did Adam do for the live show?
Well, I spent
Fuck
7
you.
years building the brand, so that was probably the main thing.
That's the argument. You
I
spent 7 years
employed
building the
everybody.
brand.
I paid everybody. I took the entirety of the
Nigga,
risk.
you don't even know when you pay everybody.
Why do I need to even know that? I don't give a fuck.
You argue with me about paying me for the food show before I was even getting paid, and told me it was expensive.
I assumed that
You
you were already getting
assumed.
paid.
But you assumed you didn't know.
I assumed that you were smart enough to ask for money for doing content.
Oh my God.
I mean, no, but then you said I haven't gotten paid yet. Well, I said, well, dumbass,
No,
you need
but
to ask
you
to get
argue.
paid.
You argued to me that the food show was expensive when you didn't pay nothing for the food show.
No, I didn't say it was
So you
expensive.
just said you told me
I
exactly
said
out your
it was
mouth. It was
expensive.
too expensive. I said, "How's it expensive? I ain't get a
Are,
dollar
are
yet."
you ready? It's expensive to film a vlog in comparison to filming a podcast. That's the thing I said.
Nigga, you said
Can you
expensive.
No,
agree?
no. Don't change what I said. I said it's expensive to film a vlog more in comparison
Vlog
to
didn't
filming a
open your
podcast.
mouth. I'm gonna keep it real.
No, you're not keeping it real because
This
this
is a
the
text
truth.
message.
To film a vlog is, and this is the point that I still feel like you guys don't get, is that to film a vlog is much more expensive than to film a podcast.
I agree
Okay.
with that.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.